Okay, we are ready to move on from our post. Ooh, who is that? 4th Corps Cavalry. Disaster. Under Joseph and the old lieutenants. Learned a hard lesson. Do not linger close to squares. Yeah. If you're, it's a, it should be a given. I mean, that's why squares are squares. But if you're gonna do anything with them, you definitely need to be at least 1 or 2 hexes away to get that smash. Being right next to them is nothing but disaster. Let me see here. Oh, and we got these all flipped over to their tired side. I forgot to do that last video, so yeah, they're on their tired side. Their movements reduced even more. And that would be if they decided to activate again. And the only reason we do that is just to extradite them from the area. Wow. Alright, well, that didn't go as planned at all. And the pendulum was definitely swinging the French way. Russians just got themselves back some. So that was pretty much a wasted activation for the 4th Corps Cavalry. Ready now for our next draw. And what else is there to be updated? I think that's about it. We're good to go. But yeah, a lot of step losses and squares definitely held. Alright, coming on in here. And we haven't seen the fire cube yet. So we still got all kinds of stuff to go on. Let's see here. Oh, and plus, this is just the introductory game. So, show you how long it'll take me. We got 2 more hours till 6 o'clock. Got me a cube. And it is the Russians. Alright, let me look over the situation. See what they can do. Having a great time with this battle. Like I said, don't care who wins. We're going to do the best we can and see what the rules and the luck of the dice produce. We'll be back. Alright, just want to make note. You can see over here, all 3 of the activations so far are for the 4th Division. And that means, that translates into the new units that just came on. So in the Russians' turn, all they've been doing is rushing, hastening their reinforcements onto the board and onto the battlefield. But this is as far as they got, and they're done. They are extremely fatigued. Alright, we're looking down here. And maybe they want to take advantage of this mess here and solidify their left flank. Or do they want to do something with the little push going in there? We'll be right back. Pretty basic for the Russians. Oh, where's my pointer? 1, 2, 3, 4 generals. Oh, this general here. Oh, Somov has no activations left. He's already used. Oh, we got going on here. Something happened. Alright. Yeah, he's already used all 3 of his to get his reinforcements into the battle. So it's down to Essen, Markov, or Bagabot. We're leaning towards Essen. We can solidify our lines with Markov, but he's pretty well in defensive positions anyway. We got him as the last line of defense. Bagaboo. Oh. We will see, we will see. We could. The only thing about these are they really can't do nothing to Russians till there's a fire phase. And they can unform and charge, but cavalry can always evade. And that might be what the French would want. Yeah, come and help us out, get us out of here. So we might leave them in their little quagmire, wait for that fire cube. But that would be it with Essen. We'd be just getting him in position for the old fire. And he looks like he's pretty well in position, to be honest with you. Looking around here, might be able to maybe get some of this artillery up in there, but Essen might be good enough and locked. Markov's good up and locked. Man of the hour. Bagavoot. Like I said, this Russian general here just brought his forces on. Marched the hell out of them. A forced march, maybe. he's done until next hour. We still have a bunch of activations, so I think the man the cube will go to will be Bagavoo. Old Bagavoo must have been up there. He's got a whole division just named after himself, so the old Bagavoo Corps getting the cube from the Russians. And the thing it is, his units are weakened, taking a lot of casualties, especially in this area here. So we'll see how he wants to regroup, how he wants to treat these squares. Some of these squares belong to the newly arrived 4th Division under Somov. And they're exhausted, so we'll be right back. Bagavoo's activation is not going to be that exciting. He's doing pretty good on these units here that are offset are his units. The rest of them are part of, what is his name? Somov. As part of the 4th Division. So the other ones Bagavoo is in control of is these units here. Now once we get into the more advanced game, we're going to have a command range, so there'll be penalties for being this far away. But anyway, we're going to consolidate. He really isn't going to do much. If anything, these boys right here might form in a square. He's got his artillery up on the hill. We might want to cover that a little bit. We got this unit here to move, but other than that, pretty much of a anticlimactic move. Now he also has control of these Jaegers. And there's artillery. These dark green units are under his command also. Not these, but these 2 units here, these 3 hexes. So a little bit of a before. And we'll see what we do with Bagavoo's forces. Alright, I think the first move, or the only move, is going to be, we're going to leave these units here. We're going to move this unit. And it's going to do something like this so he can move. These are his 2 front hexes. Alright, so he's at 4 movement points. That cost him 2. He's got 2 movement points left. He did not move into the front 2 hexes of this unit here, so this you can't have a charge, a reaction charge. But he does get a chance to pivot if he wants. Even if he pivots, he still won't be able to charge. So what we're going to do now, we got 2 movement points left. This unit here will form up the square using 1 movement point. With 1 movement point to spare now, the French can pivot, but either or. Yeah. So I probably would do a little something like this. Oop, we got to make sure we keep our strength marker at 2. And that's another thing about these games. This one in particular, with all these important facings. Hold on a second. There you go. He'll face like that. He still can't charge, and plus they've squared up. But anyway, you have to have surgical skills. Look at all this. And you know, I don't play much with opponents, but Mr. Thumbs wouldn't do too good around these games, and I'm kind of particular, so yeah, this is really, facing means everything. You got your little units under here with their strength point adjusters, and yeah, it can become quite the little tedious little situation if this little cable would fall. Oh my goodness. Alright, so anyway, that is that. We'll move up into a square. There you go. From what he just seen, we're pretty solid along here. And there's nothing that's going to threaten us but dragoons, and bring it on. His infantry is way far away, so Russians looking really good on their right flank. Might move a couple more units from Bagavoo's division. And see what's up. We'll be right back. Got a situation here where this unit right here is just 1 strength point. If we'll get a bonus if we change into square versus any assault by this unit up here. Laval has he's on a 10 strength point unit with no hits, so this unit here ain't on in the world. I wanted to put him in square and give him a modifier for any assault, but going from line to square provokes a reaction fire, so we have a good chance to get destroyed. So we won't be forming in the square on that one, and we can't leave that hex without being fired upon. So we're stuck there as just a unit in line. Alright then. I don't think he can do anything. We might want to move this unit. I'd like to protect my artillery some more, but let's see what's up. The only two candidates left for movement is this unit, and my 3 artillery units are my artillery and Jaegers. Be back. Alright, upon further inspection of the stack, this unit here was limbered underneath this unit. I don't know if it had anything to do with earlier combats or what, but we moved him here, unlimbered him, facing him this way. The only units we have to move now would be any of these artillery and this unit here, so I'll be back. Alright, so there you go. Artillery alone hex. Artillery with, it says Jaegers, but they're actually, chasseurs. Or they're marked as chasseurs without horses, so not the chevals. But we got chasseurs here, and artillery with them. Gives you a good modifier if the artillery's not alone and they get assaulted. Artillery by themselves, -3 or +3. Bad modifier, but anyway, anybody goes into this hex, this old boy's strength point is doubled. So yeah, a little lethal zone here. Take your chance on the fire, and whatever survives can assault them. But there you go. That is it for Bag of Boots movement. We won't move a lot of units. Oh, Bag of Boots got this. Yeah, that's right. He's got some cavalry, and we want to move these units here. We'll be right back. Alright, we moved them on through the marsh. They got a pretty good movement range, so they were able to get out of there. We're going to keep their facing that way, because it did cost them. They got one, they were facing this way, they got one free change, but then it cost them 1 movement point to take another facing, so, but they still had enough to get on through, so there they are. We will keep them that way, because I don't see any threat right now. Anybody going to hit them in the rear, so that'll be it for Bag, and he'll stay there. Looks like a good spot. That'll be it for his activation. We come back. Our next cube draw. Alright, ready for our next cube draw. And hopefully learning without getting killed. There you go. Bag of Boots solidifying his forces. It was a heavy French victory, but we just got us back some. They had their little cavalry massacre here for the Russians. Russians lost a lot of cavalry in here, dealing with squares, getting sandwiched. A couple units, these 2 units here all survived. They made their little squeak on out. But Russians got themselves on too. Fortunately for the French, most of their units survived with just hits, but yeah, I think the Russians lost 2 or 3 units. Let's look over there on the casualties, but yeah, there you go. Ready for our next chit draw. Our cube draw. I always call them chits. Chit draw game, I guess, is what I'm thinking of. Alright. Fire cube still in there. Oh, okay, good one. Let's go for this one right here. Feels like a fat Russian cube. Nope, it's a blue one. French. Alright. Ooh. Do we extradite or extract? These units here haven't been moved yet. Grouchy and all his dragoons. Yeah, I think we already established these boys. Well, yeah, they ain't got enough. They ain't got enough movement points to do anything. And they're even more fatigued now, so. Alright, we'll see. Can't take more than an hour, like we did last time. The old hourglass is upon us. We'll be right back. Alright. With time running out. the cube will be awarded to a grand. His units here. Down a man cave in the jammies. Don't get much better than that. Got to keep it down though, because his beautiful wife is upstairs in slumber. But I'm sure she's got fans on in there and everything. I'm sure she can't hear me. But anyway, let's see what we got going on here. Yep, it's empty, and the cube will go to LeGrand in his third, fourth division, third corps, fourth division. Let me see here. Oh, third division, fourth corps. LeGrand. That's what that stands for there. Alright, well, he's got some units. Basically, we're going to funnel him on in here. This will be just a movement activation, but yeah, we'll see how far we can get him in here. Like I said, we got to get through traffic. Sometimes you just want to get these guys out of the way, but it is what it is. And the bar fight that's called battle. Oh, there you go. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright then, orders have been given. Couriers have reached their targets, and movement will begin. That's another thing. I want to get this. I haven't had a chance to do it, but I'm really curious to get that video game on Steam called Strategos. Oh, it looks really good. And in that game, you actually see it's like a total war game. But on this one, the units don't move until that courier gets there. Once it gets there, they talk. And next thing you know, then they'll move out. It's a really good game. I can't wait to. I haven't had a chance to play this, much less that. But yeah, I like to. That's next on my PC wargaming list. Strategos. Alright, so let's begin here with forming some square. That'll give them 5 movement points. Facing is everything, so they're facing us still this way. Huh. I wanted to take advantage of this road and not mess with that slope. This is going to bog me going this way. I want to keep my units. We got to decide what we want to do with them when we funnel them. Yeah, that's got the artillery, so therefore we will. That will be that. Alright, we'll show you the before and after with the rest of the division. Alright, here you go. And again, facing meaning everything. Furthest we got was here, I believe. Oop, what did I just say? Here you go, yeah. It's here. And move them all. They're all around here. See their movement. Artillery. Limbering and unlimbering of this artillery is definitely movement point consuming. Everybody is in calm and making their way towards the front. Now that's all we can do with that activation. Nothing happening yet. Looking for the big fire cube or well, we'll see. Not really in position for firing, to be honest with you. But it is what it is when it happens, so. Oh, let's see here. We got a bunch of cubes. I think I'll take the one right up here. There you go. Next cube's going by quick. Just movements. Kind of uneventful, but oh, it's a green. So Russian time. Russian time. Check it out. We'll be back. Alright, we're going to take advantage. Everybody seems to be pretty solid. There wouldn't be much movement for anybody anyway. Markov's in his positions. Newly arrived Russian units are exhausted, can't move. Bagavout could solidify a little bit more, but I'd just be moving these units. Logical, and the only choice is really Essen. He'll have all these forces, and these boys here are all locked, so actually it's like this unit here, these units on the edge here, and maybe if we want to do something with the artillery, or do some assaults here, get this cavalry out of the way, but that's basically it. Time's running out, and the Russians got a pretty solid defense, so something of French to find out how to crack the nut. We'll be back with the Essen. He is the 8th Division. 8th Division under Essen. We will be back. Well, there's our man, Essen. Just check out the rules. His units are all going to have a big advantage. By number 1, when they change formation, there won't be any reaction fire. Can't be any reaction fire for units to fire, although it could be contested whether they have little firearms or not. But anyway, Russians can change formation without penalty. And the reaction rule that allows the cavalry to charge whenever a unit enters one of their front hexes is negated by the fact that they're all tired. I flipped them over to their tired side. So these units here all have pretty well free movement and assault at will. So the nightmare might not be over for Joseph's cavalry. Might be a nice little activation. And for the Russians, chance to get some more payback. These units here can all move too. So there you go. Interesting activation coming up for Essen's division. Be right back. Alright, we've done some extensive rule reading on what's about to happen here, but let's just say, well, Essen's going to have himself a day at it. Where's my pointer? These old boys are going to have a good time. We got these units moved up, or free to move, rather. We're going to go through their movement, and then we'll go through their assaults. But, yeah, it's looking really good. Looks like cavalry on both sides. Russians got torn up over here. I think their Russian chasseurs are about to have a bad day. I'll show you an example of that coming right up. First movement will be this artillery unit. Now, lucky for us, he didn't get a chance to unlimber. See, he's still limbered. So therefore he will. Alright, well, that will be 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. Takes them 2 movement points to get next to a French unit, so he'll still have to stay limbered. So we will have the units as a lead unit like this, and there you go. Like I said, he 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that was it. This is extent. Let me see here. Yep. No unlimbering for you. Well, as a matter of fact, when I was moving this unit, one of these flipped on over, knocked his whole stack over. So I was just talking about surgical hands and precision. Oh my God. It's the only bad thing about this game, but it's worth it as long as you know you got no little kitties or anything around. Right, that is it for his movement. We'll continue on. Just wanted to show you how that was going to work. And the artillery just moved down there, but I don't know if it was a useless movement. He'll have to wait till the next turn to see what the results are, where his unit's at. He'll unlimber from there and maybe get some shots in if he gets any further activations. Alright, that is it. We got a lot more movements to go. We'll be right back and take a little break. We'll be right back. Alright, again, as per the rules, the stack of units here are going to come out of square formation. Giving them both, I think they both have a movement factor of 4. Giving them both a movement factor of 3. No reaction fire and no reaction charges because they're both tired. So therefore, with 3 movement points, this veteran grenadiers will just get a free pivot, and he will move. Oh, here we go. I'm doing this through a camera too, so it'd be like this. We could do a little something like this, and then another pivot. So he performed surgery. Okay, we'll have to fix this off camera. But yeah, so he was able to do that. One movement point to change formation gives him 3. You always get, it costs the Russians 2 movement points to move adjacent to a unit, so I think he was able to move there with 1 movement point to spare, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be right back. Look upon my works, Almighty, and despair. Four, 5. All right. We go over that and make sure everything's good to go. Oh yeah. A little bit of panic going through the ranks of the French cavalry. We'll be right back. All right, just to make sure, we started here. I forgot which route we took, but it would be 1 movement point to change formation gives them 4. 1, 2, 2 movement points to move adjacent. 3, 4. There you go. A little bit of before. We'll go through this and show you the results after the movement. Alright, there you go. Didn't have to do any formation change, so we have 4 movement points. 1, 2, 2 to move adjacent to a French unit. 3, 4. Alright, I believe we are set to go. A couple more units to move, but yeah. Ooh, look upon my works and despair. Joseph, we'll be right back. Three, 4. Right, I believe we might keep him in square. Yeah, I don't know if I want him even going against anybody here. I mean, we'll check that out. I believe him in square is a prudent move. We still have these units are all locked in. I don't see anything. This unit here has to move, and this unit here. We'll see what he wants to do. We'll be right back. I believe the orders for this unit in square are simply going to be getting out of square, and he'll stay there. A lot of these units have taken hits already, and their true strength points are underneath on the counters. There you go. 1 more unit left. Unit of Grenadiers. Alright, now for our final movement. I guess the Grenadiers. Ooh, I don't know about that. They got a about face. That's what's gonna kill them. Huh, I didn't take that into account. Ooh. About facing Grenadiers are a pain in the ass. Let me see here. We could do this, I guess. It ain't gonna work. Either way, what I was gonna do. I guess I'll give Essen some help. Or somebody some help there. These boys here are veterans. Who is Essen with? It's with the line infantry, a nice line infantry unit, and I don't think they have any casualties. So therefore, we'll strengthen his hex up with some Grenadiers. They won't be the lead unit. They will be below. As a matter of fact, we gotta get them fixed a little bit better there. Microsurgery. I'm telling you what, you don't want to be all thumbs and sausage fingered to be a war gamer. Ridiculous. Alright, now we gotta find out what we want to do with our general. What do we want to do with Essen? We'll be right back. Alright, I guess we'll put him with this group of units here for this assault if it happens. All these units here are planning on assaulting these cavalry. Now these cavalry have an important card up their sleeves and that they have an evade rule option, but you can't end your evasion next to an enemy unit. But you can keep on going until you get away from them. We'll check it out, see how it comes out in the wash. And then, like I said, you gotta be able to get away. So, henceforth, these guys might be unavailable. Some of them might be unevadable. That's what I'm trying to say. So there you go. A lot of this going on. Very complicated, but in a good way, in a really good way. It's all part of the simulation, and we're curious to see how it goes, and we're learning tactics. So this will be a new tactic here. We've done learned, and it's basic, military theories and tactics that you don't attack squares. We had to learn it the hard way, but yeah, now I think they're going to pay the cost. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back.